Hello, I'm Tom Harvey, and welcome to this edition of Smart Talk. For the next 5 minutes, I hope to charge your intellect as I share commentary about current events taking place which affect you, our communities, and our world at large. I encourage you to ignite stimulating conversation among friends, family, co-workers, and even fellow church members, so together we can intelligently share our views and be heard as an individual and as an entire nation as we engage in Smart Talk. Well, Christmas time is upon us, a time during which the spirit of giving prevails throughout the country and happiness is upon the faces of men, women, and children who anticipate their long-awaited gifts under the tree early Christmas morning. Yet there's a Grinch whose presence often tries to dampen the Christmas spirit. A Grinch that more often than not we encounter during our daily shopping experiences. A Grinch whose spirit is as cold as the winter nights and a smile, like the abominable snowman, doesn't exist. This Grinch I refer to, it's poor customer service. Just recently, I went out to make a small purchase at the nation's largest department store chain, and it was there that I was totally blown away by the lack of customer service we as consumers must deal with. Remember in the old days when you entered the stores during Christmas time and immediately there was a feeling of bliss and merry, brought upon by the holiday music which filled the stores and the cheerful customer service representatives that greeted you with a smile. The carolers would serenade you and the ringing of the Salvation Army bell would make you happy to go into your pockets and share. Every transaction at the cash register was followed by a thank you or a have a Merry Christmas. Oh sure, during the rest of the year you could expect the same old tired customer service with no hint of I appreciate your business, but for certain Christmas time would carry with it that last remnant of cheerful, delightful, and warm customer service that the very spirit of Christmas nurtured. Sad to say, that last remnant of such service is melting away quicker than the polar ice caps affected by global warming. My question to you is, should we as consumers stand by and let this happen? Or should we take offense to it and voice our feelings of disappointment and dissatisfaction to the store's top brass? You know, consumers have had to deal with poor attitudes, do it yourself, this is what the computer says, that's just our policy mentalities far too long. And I would offer that it's time that we fight back, America. Think back in your mind when during checkout the cashier failed to give you so much as a thank you. Yet just out of your own self-courtesy, you, the consumer, said, thank you. Thank you for letting me spend my money at your store. Thank you for the absolute privilege of standing in your lane for such crappy customer service. I really enjoyed hearing you tell your coworker how it was time for your break and how much you hated your job. Oh, and let's not forget the sheer joy I experienced when I got home only to find out that due to your inattentiveness, you failed to remind me that I forgot to retrieve my last bag of groceries left on that plastic bag turnstile thingy. Okay, let me get off my soapbox because I'm sure by now you can tell I take issue to this type of service. While I realize that things have changed over the years with more and more automation and more focus on getting a deal as opposed to receiving good service, is it too much to expect common courtesy? Is it too much to ask for making me feel like a valued customer? Can I at least expect quality customer service during one of the most cheerful times of the year? American consumers, this Christmas, let's demand it. Talk about it in your next conversation. I'm Tom Harvey, and thank you for listening to this edition of Smart Talk. Hi, this is Tom Harvey with Smart Talk, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous, blessed, and happy New Year. I would love to hear from you what current events you would like to talk more about. Drop me an email at smarttalk1@comcast.net. That's smarttalk1@comcast.net. Once received, I'll be more than happy to consider your topic of discussion for future editions of Smart Talk. Until then, I'm Tom Harvey, and again, thank you for listening.